So guys, just wanted to do an end of May update, show you guys where the car is, kind of explain to you guys a few things of what's been going on, what we've been getting done, a few other updates. So before we get into the video, we'll take a second to commemorate the best pair of safety slides I've ever had. They're now junk. I know some of you guys make fun of me for wearing flip-flops when I weld, but that was probably like a 5-year-old pair of flip-flops, and these things are garbage compared to it. So, I guess firstly, my dad's car was right here. That's done and gone, and he's been driving it and had fairly good success with it. We have kind of tweaked it a few times from when it left, so that's a good thing. Well guys, she's leaving. Can't say I'm gonna miss it. If you guys, I haven't really mentioned any of it, nor is it any of my business to say, but my dad's health hasn't been optimal the last year or so, so it was more important to me to get his car driving so that he can enjoy it than it was to get my car going. So if that's the only positive thing we do this year, if we don't get to take this car out this year because of unforeseen circumstances, then it'd be completely fine with me, and I hope you guys understand that. But I have now been working on this car. I kind of expected that the El Camino wasn't going to need as much as it did, but it did, and here we are. It's the 31st of May, Sunday, and kind of go over some of the stuff. We stripped out the inner fenders. Obviously this A-body Mopar, they used to have big gangly inner fenders that have now been chopped into a bunch of little pieces on both sides. And I've got my front bars built. Had to notch my turbo mount drain setup that I built earlier because of where the bars went. Skeletonized the upper shock mount, and then I've got to build brackets that go from here to here. That should be no big deal. Made some plates to fit for the pass-through setup, and then I haven't welded the bottom because I guess I'll get to that in a second, but this one's all the way welded in, and you know, the whole bar is welded in there and everything all the way around. I need to still weld the bottom, but I'm going to do that. I've got the inside almost welded. I kind of regret the way I built these. Bars so close. As you can see, there's not very much room, a hand's width there, so it's a real pain to get in. And what I ended up doing, because my auto darkening helmet, I don't know where it's at. Basically, the only way you can view the weld joint is to be up here like this, but the bottom of the mask is where the sensors are to do auto darkening. So I bought this cheap setup so that I could, you know, shove my face in there to weld, reach around the doors and feed wire and stuff. So I've got about this much weld left to do. I attempted to do it with this, but this is a 5 shade, which I need like a 9 or a 10 for welding, you know, for actual welding. So I'm waiting on that to finish those 2 welds. Still gotta do the door bars, still gotta do the back bars. I did get some wheels for it. As you guys will see. If you guys were here last year, these are the same as what my drag slicks are. Sorry, me waving the camera around all over. So my small tire slicks here are 28 10.5 Mickey Thompson's bias ply. And then I've got a 17 4.5 front. And I do have to change my tire height. And also this is a radial front runner, so I need to go to a bias ply. And I'll probably do a Moroso tire or something, but these are just leaned in here. The 28's a little bit too big for this wheel opening. You can see there's not really much light there. And I could probably make it fit other than how I'm going to run my exhaust. And I'll show you guys that. This is just kind of a rough, come on. Okay. This is just kind of a rough show and tell of what I'm doing. So, like I said earlier, I hadn't welded the bottom of this plate yet because I need to build like a notched area where I can run this 4-inch down through here. As you can see, it's into the tire there. So obviously the rim and tire will probably fit a little different when the tire is actually mounted on there. But I'm gonna end up building a notch section here where it kind of concaves in, and then the pipe will run down just like last year and then out the bottom of the fender. Let me wheel this back out of the way. And don't really recall anything else. I did weld some of the interior more than the last time. Stripped some more stuff out of the interior. Just been mainly fishing quite a bit. I don't know if you guys remember from last year, if you guys are new. I bow fished a bunch, or tried to bow fish a bunch. But our tournament that we go to every year got canceled, so couldn't do that. We went, I think, 4 times now, which is more than we usually do. And just been enjoying that. It's kind of getting late to go ditch fishing, so I'm probably just gonna focus on the car. Hopefully we can get the cage done in this next coming week. Like done, finished. Finish the floor up, weld the subframe connectors in the next week, and seal everything up, and then start building the motor. It's kind of what the goal is. Don't know if it'll actually happen. Just haven't really had much ambition, especially with the weather here in Michigan has been like 80 degrees and 80 and above, and it's been swinging up and down. The humidity's been real bad, so if I get back home from a day of work, it doesn't seem like I really want to work on this stuff. But I do want to get this car done this year because I have another project in mind that I would like to do. And I'm gonna kind of keep that one quiet for a while until I start getting some parts here, because it's not gonna be it's hopefully not gonna be a long drawn out project, and I don't even have a shell for it to do the project yet, but it's just kind of something I've been wanting to do for a while, and I'll talk to you guys about that later. But anyways, I just wanted to update you guys, and I appreciate you guys watching. And I'll see you on the next one. I'll try to make it next week.